The grammar of games. Bransford and Schwartz argue that an increase in transfer of learning can occur if educators focus on teaching for transfer. For this to be possible, Perkins and Salomon suggest that one has to provide conditions in which transfer can be developed. The grammar of games is a model aligned with a concept-to-context approach used for teaching and learning that explores interacting concepts that are common across different movement areas. The implementation of a concept-to-context approach helps to address common issues through transfer of learning often seen with approaches like a traditional approach or a games-based approach. That is, teaching context or sports rather than the concepts that are similar. But why is the concept-to-context approach perhaps superior for transfer of learning to occur? DeVries explains that in such approach, learners understand a concept in depth and then are confronted with the same concept in a different context. Transfer of learning is enhanced through detection and connection, as opposed to just hoping that it happens. In addition to this, the possibility of transfer of learning is increased as elements of sameness and difference are presented. And, as Martin suggests, it is the sameness and differences within learning that facilitate transfer. The grammar of games proposes that every movement experience is founded by situation potentials. These include principles, rules, internal logic, configurations, and spaces. These situation potentials are placed in the middle of the model where it says game, sport, movement experience. Around the outside of the model, you can see decision making, communication and concentration, movement skill, execution or action, and strategy and tactics. These are the four concepts that are products of the middle. All four concepts interact with each other, meaning they both impact on and influence one's ability to engage in movement experiences. So, for example, one's ability to make decisions could be influenced by a team strategy or the verbal cues communicated by teammates. If an educator wants to focus on a specific concept, changes in situation potentials could be made to enhance this focus and create opportunity for transfer of learning. For example, an educator could change or add a primary rule to impact on decision making. Advantages of adopting the grammar of games model in a concept-to-context approach. First, students and educators are able to connect with all movement experiences, regardless of their previous sporting background or experiences. As the grammar of games focuses on four concepts, educators have more time to explore concepts in depth and to develop learning activities that will encourage transfer of learning. Students are only assessed on the four concepts and not on a specific sport. Assessment is also based on one's ability to show transfer of learning. Thus, again, it doesn't matter on one's starting ability or previous experiences. For an educator, they don't need to be proficient in every sporting discipline, but rather the four grammar of games concepts, thus removing the barrier of not knowing a specific sport. Understanding a concept can enhance one's ability to